I'm not even going to attempt to say that name.
What up, Vital MTBers? First of all, the World Cup starts this weekend, downhill Croatia. Hit up vitalmtb.com to see pit bits, Vital Raw, the slideshows, all the race action. On point. And B, Maxxis has a new tire, the Assegai. Check this thing out. Can you see it? This tire is the brainchild of Greg Minnaar, hence the name, which Beavis and Butthead will have plenty of fun with.
How I came up with the name for the Assegai was relating back to South Africa, where I'm from, where I was born, where I grew up riding. And the Assegai is a Zulu traditional fighting spear. So I thought it was quite fitting to the tire being sharp and edgy.
We probably started talking about this tire 2 years ago. Then went through all the stages of drawing the tread pattern up, going back and forth with engineers, getting the best geometry for the design of the knobs. So it took some time.
What we have here is the Assegai in 29-inch diameter. It's available in 2.5 width, wide trail only. That means 30 to 35 millimeter internal width rims is what this is designed for. Comes in 29, 27 and a half, and again, 2.5 inches wide only. The other thing to note is this only comes in a downhill casing right now. It's a dual butyl insert casing, DH casing, so it's burly, it's heavy. Our Assegai weighed in at 1,320 grams, so it is no spring chicken. This is the 29-inch version. The 27 and a half will be a little bit lighter, but again, with all these knobs, the downhill casing, it's made to last, it's made to be burly, it's not made to be light necessarily. Now it's finally ready for public, and our tester, Steve Wentz, got a chance to ride the thing. Steve has had a lot of time on this tire in the last month, a variety of conditions, from the rocky grossness of Reno to the loam of the Pacific Northwest. He has this tire on his Transition Sentinel, which is a 29er, gets 140 mil out back, 160 up front. He's running at coil shock, kind of full downhill beast mode, and these tires sort of took it over the top with, with the riding that he was doing.
I'm not even going to attempt to say that name. Could be messed up pretty easily, but 29er tire, 2.5 is what I'm testing. I'm not using 50 PSI as indicated here, but this has all the labels you could want: 3C max grip, tubeless threaded, DH casing, all that stuff. It's a pretty heavy duty tire, and yeah, we'll see how it fares. On my ride today, just had some rain, loose over hard pack, and you got to get to the trails most of the time, so combination of the weight and also I think there's just so many knobs and they're big and tall. They grip really well, but they don't roll well at all. So you're gonna pay a hefty price in your rolling speed when you put this on, but it sure grips pretty well. So you'll see that a little later. So the tires I had on my bike before this were 2.3 Maxxis Minion EXO casing front and an Aggressor 2.3 EXO casing on the rear. And I gained about a pound on each wheel of rotating weight. So climbs like this where you're going up at 10% or something and really got to push on each pedal stroke, you feel it a ton with these little ledges where you got to put out some more power. 2 pounds of rotating weight, you definitely won't forget it. But the benefit of these tires climbing is they're so grippy, they don't deflect. So if you are climbing through baby heads, they're going to stick to the ground better than a lighter tire that might spin and spit out rocks and throw you off balance. I know this is a tire test, but it's interesting to note that these tires are so big and burly, and adding 2 pounds to the bike at the ends of it, it fundamentally changes how your bike rides. My bike felt really dead when I first got these on. I didn't like it at all because that wheel doesn't want to move too much. So I had to back off compression and go 1 click slower on rebound, in the front and also the back. My bike can do that. Some bikes, it's a little harder to adjust compression or rebound. So yeah, it's something to think about. You know, your bike's gonna handle differently, and going down, it's gonna be more stable. And so I've ridden this a few times with these tires, and they're really confidence inspiring, but some of the rockiest stuff I think you can encounter on a normal trail bike. So we'll see how it goes. So I like the stability. It's got 28, 29 PSI, and they certainly feel like downhill tires, and that's a good thing. Give me a lot of confidence because they're stable. They're not gonna do anything fishy, and when you need to smash stuff, you can. You don't have to be too concerned with saving your rims or your bike. Pretty incredible what they can do. They really mute the trail. When it goes fast, man, are they stable. The weight helps here to benefit, and the rubber is top notch. So you can go fast and you feel like you're not going even as fast as you would normally. So it's pretty awesome. Leaning onto the side knobs, they seem a little bigger than before, but I like how stable they are. So yeah, you can really trust it, and the tire communicates a ton of what's going on. Then you get in a section like this, they're certainly not the fastest rolling, but that's only a small trade-off if your trails really go downhill enough. Now this is a section that you can really burp a lot of tires that don't have that burly of a casing, and so I like these. You can really smash the corners and not worry about blowing something up or burping it. So yeah, it's quite the unique tire. So I'm sitting here in my little traveling garage and trying to think of, you know, who these tires are good for, all that stuff. And you know, these have just been downhill tires in my mind. They always have a downhill casing, they're wide, good rubber, all that stuff. So they're downhill tires, but against all odds, I took them up a 2,500 foot climb and then the subsequent descent, and they were a ton of fun on that. I knew they descended well, but the constant climbing and then straight down descending catered to this tire's strengths more than other rides that include traverses or flatter sections. Of course, it's a heavier tire, over 1,300 grams, but that makes the DH casing so stable on descents. Maxxis doesn't offer this in anything other than a downhill casing for now, so if you want to up your descent game on your trail bike, this could be 100% the tire for you, if your descents are steep enough. If you have one bike to do it all, and you're taking it to Whistler, Queenstown, or tour bike parks near you, this wouldn't be a bad choice. It'll protect your rims, it'll grip everything in its path, and it'll mostly transform your normal trail bike into something that's a little more descent oriented. And that's a really cool option, because two bikes are really expensive, but an extra set of tires, not too bad, and you can make your bike pretty darn burly with this set of tires.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to VitalMTB.com for all the World Cup action.